If you're even a little bit concerned that GTA 6 might not look as good on release day as it does in the trailer, don't worry, it's unlikely to happen. How do I know? Well, from Mike York, a former animator at Rockstar Games who worked on both GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. In a YouTube video, York broke down the GTA 6 trailer and offered insights into Rockstar's design process and what fans can expect from the final product.
This is an in-game cutscene. A lot of the games that you see are done with like cinematics, and they cut to a scene and it's not all in-game. It's kind of pre-rendered and then you see it. But everything that you see in a GTA game is all done in-game. Every single cutscene, everything you roll in. If you see that building way in the back, you can go to that building, you can climb it, you can jump off it, right?
York made it clear that the breathtaking cutscenes shown in the trailer are all done in-game. Though it's important to remember that while we shouldn't be too worried about the game's visuals on day one, especially considering the major technological advancements and the power of current consoles, the situation wasn't quite the same for GTA 5. Back then, the game faced its own set of challenges. If we look back at GTA 5's trailers, there's a noticeable difference between the first and the subsequent gameplay trailer. Let's take a specific example. The first screenshot released before the gameplay trailer showed a dense, detailed environment. Now, if you compare that with a screenshot from the later trailer, taken just past the bridge, there's a clear reduction in the number of trees and overall detail. Looking at another pair of screenshots, the difference becomes even more evident. The initial reveal showcased richer details and more complex surface textures. However, the later gameplay images show these elements toned down. This change likely wasn't just a random decision, but a necessary adjustment. The reason for this scaling back in GTA 5's graphics can be attributed to the limitations of the consoles available at the time. Remember, GTA 5 was released on consoles that were nearly 8 years old. These older systems had their constraints, and to ensure that a game as expansive and detailed as GTA 5 ran smoothly, some compromises had to be made. This meant optimizing the code and dialing back some of the visual elements so that the game could perform well on the then current generation of consoles. Some people believe that the first trailer, which appeared visually superior to the later gameplay video, was actually created for the PS4, and this was before Rockstar had even announced that GTA 5 would be coming to back then next-gen consoles like the PS4 and Xbox One. As it turned out, Rockstar did eventually release a next-gen version of the game. This version lived up to the visual standards set by the first trailer, and in many ways, it surpassed them. The next-gen version brought numerous graphical and gameplay advancements. We're talking about a new first-person mode, enhanced graphics including increased resolution, improved textures, and better draw distance. There was also an increase in foliage, more people and cars on the streets, upgraded day, night, and weather systems, and a wider variety of animals. Now, getting back to GTA 6 and its trailer, Take-Two Interactive has announced that the game will be released exclusively on current-gen consoles, the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. This is a significant point because it means we shouldn't have any concerns about Rockstar needing to downgrade the game's graphics to optimize it for older consoles. Simply put, GTA 6 won't be available for those older systems. It's fascinating to look back at GTA 5 and how it evolved from its initial trailer to the actual retail version. Most people, including me, agree that the game looked even better in the released retail version than in the trailers, which is quite an achievement. Typically, trailers are designed to showcase the best aspects of a game to attract buyers, making them look as impressive as possible, but Rockstar managed to exceed those expectations with the final product. Looking at video comparisons of scenes from GTA 5's trailers and the final game, it's clear that Rockstar not only delivered on their promises, but exceeded expectations. The animations, textures, weather effects, and character models in the final game are outstanding. It's almost as if what was shown in the trailers was just a glimpse, and the actual game pushed the boundaries further, enhancing every aspect of the gameplay. This brings us back to what Mike York mentioned about the authenticity of Rockstar's trailers. It's indeed a rarity in the gaming world for a final product to match, let alone exceed its promotional material. Unfortunately, video game trailers have a notorious reputation for misleading audiences. Whether it's to keep plot elements under wraps or to mask technical limitations, many of us have faced the disappointment of a game falling short of its trailer's hype. A few examples come to mind when thinking about this. Take Metal Gear Solid 2, for instance, where the trailers focused on a character that players barely controlled in the actual game. Then there's BioShock Infinite, which promised certain narrative elements and gameplay dynamics that were significantly pared down in the final release. And who can forget Dead Island's emotionally charged trailer that set a tone quite different from the actual game? I've got to say, the GTA 6 trailer has got me super hyped, especially when I think about the graphics. We're looking at a decade's gap between GTA 5 and this latest trailer, and the advancements in graphics are exactly what we were all hoping for. It's clear from the trailer that GTA 6 is going to be a massive leap forward, and I think it looks absolutely nuts. There's hardly anyone who could say the GTA 6 trailer looks bad. Let me break down a few things I noticed in the upcoming game's trailer that really stand out compared to GTA 5. First off, the ray tracing technology. Sure, Rockstar added ray-traced shadows and reflections to the console versions of GTA 5 last year, but it didn't dramatically change the game's look. That's mainly because ray-traced lighting is the game changer here, and it looks like GTA 6 is fully embracing this technology for lighting, reflections, shadows, and probably much more. Another aspect that really caught my eye is the hair physics. Lucia's hair in the trailer looks phenomenal. We're not just talking about main characters here. Even the NPCs are rocking this virtually perfect hair rendering. It adds a whole new level of realism that we just didn't see in GTA 5. The water in GTA 6 also looks incredible. The trailer didn't show much in terms of water physics, but I'm really hoping for real-time physics this time around, something that GTA 5 lacked. And let's talk about the clothing physics. In one scene, you can see Lucia's top folding and moving with her body. This level of detail suggests we're going to see much more realistic fabric physics. Imagine running in a hoodie and seeing the fabric flow and the hood bounce. That's the kind of immersion I'm expecting from GTA 6. As for character details, Jason's face looks super detailed in the trailer. However, I did notice that a lot of the character's skin textures seem a bit too smooth, almost like a Barbie doll. It could be due to YouTube's compression, which often smooths out finer details like pores, birthmarks, or skin blemishes. We've seen this kind of loss in detail in Red Dead Redemption 2 YouTube videos as well. I'm curious, what do you think about the graphics in GTA 6 trailer? Did it meet your expectations? Make sure to let me know in the comments down below. Thinking more about GTA 6 and how heavy the game is going to be in terms of graphics, especially regarding the console versions, I have to reconsider the Xbox Series S case. Initially, I said we shouldn't be too worried about Rockstar needing to downgrade GTA 6's graphics for older consoles, but now, reflecting on it, the Series S might be a bit of an exception. This could mean Rockstar might need to make some graphical compromises for the game to run smoothly on this console. The Series S is less powerful than the Series X in several key areas. It has less computing power, a smaller amount of RAM, and its GPU isn't as strong. This could mean lower resolution and perhaps some reduced graphical effects on the Series S compared to the more robust Series X. It's a bit of a trade-off for having a more affordable and compact console. Another concern I have is about the frame rate, particularly a potential 30 FPS lock. While the PS5 and Xbox Series X are powerful, I'm not entirely convinced that they'll be able to run GTA 6 at 60 FPS with high graphical fidelity. Rockstar might decide to lock the game at 30 FPS to ensure a stable and consistent performance. Now, that amount of frame rate isn't terrible. We've all seen it in Red Dead Redemption 2 on consoles, and it was fine. But if you've played RDR2 on PC, you know it's a completely different experience at higher frame rates. The current-gen consoles, PS5 and Xbox Series X, are impressive, but they're starting to show their limitations with the most demanding games. This makes me wonder if Rockstar might already have their hands on development kits for the next generation of Sony and Microsoft consoles. They could be working on a version of GTA 6 that will truly unleash the game's full potential on future hardware. If the game is indeed releasing on the next-gen consoles, it seems we might have to wait a bit longer for it. The next generation of Microsoft's Xbox console is potentially 5 years away, according to documents revealed in the FTC's case against Microsoft over its planned acquisition of Activision. Interestingly, these documents, which were not meant to be released without redactions, ended up being fully viewable by the public. But there's some good news for gamers in the meantime. New versions of the current Xbox Series X and S consoles are reportedly set to be released in 2024. There's talk of a new Series X edition, codenamed Brooklyn, which is said to have a cylindrical design and no disc slot. This revised Xbox console is expected to be priced at $500 and will come with a new controller design. Additionally, the Series S is getting an update with the Elwood model, maintaining the same look as the current Series S and priced at $300. The Elwood is designed to be more energy efficient than its predecessor. On Sony's side, there have been leaks and rumors about the PS5 Pro, a mid-cycle refresh of the original PlayStation 5 from 2020, while earlier speculations suggested a massive upgrade, including 8K gaming capabilities. It now seems that the refresh will be more modest, focusing on improved 4K gaming performance. The PS5 Pro is likely to launch around the holidays of 2024, with November being a plausible launch window, in line with the previous PlayStation console releases. Recent rumors also suggest that developers have started receiving dev kits from Sony, indicating that the console might be in the early stages stages of production, with more details expected soon. Given this timeline, if GTA 6 is set for a 2025 release, it's possible that Rockstar is already working on versions for the updated Xbox Series S and X consoles and the PS5 Pro. So, I think that if you own a PS5 or Xbox Series X, there is no reason to worry about the game's graphics and performance. I hope you enjoyed my today's video. Thanks for watching till the end. Have a great day, everyone, and see you in the next one.